All right, guys, Liberty Layers Hideout here. I'm just going to show you how I clean my coops. First thing I do is I take everything out that can be removed. So my feed, the little stand that it sits on, and I'm losing feed. All right, then the water. And then I got this handy dandy hoe. It has a really sharp edge on it, so it's good for digging deep, but that's why I use cedar chips or pine chips in here. It really helps with cleaning. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I just scrape it all to the door, and then I take my snow shovel and I scoop it out. I probably went a little too long, but we got that rain a couple days in a row. My backyard gets really muddy, so it's dried up today, so I figured today's a good day to do it. Then I made sure when I built my perch over here, I'll show you at the end, but I made sure that last run was high enough off the ground to where I can get in there and scoop all of it. As you can tell, it goes fairly easy with all the chips I put in here. I remember seeing this type of hoe in the Middle East, and they use it a lot in Asia in the rice paddies, as far as I know. So I got it, and all I had to do was buy a stick for it. So now I got my wheelbarrow on the outside of the door. I'll just scoop her in the wheelbarrow. All right, my wheelbarrow's not very big. I gotta go dump it. I'll be right back. So I got a big hole out back behind my fence that I've been trying to fill up for 3 years now. It used to be an old fox den when I first moved in here, and they'd be getting my chickens all the time. All right, on my way back. So I don't got to go too far. So I'll finish cleaning this up and then tell you what my next step that I like to do before I put the chips down. I wish I had some cedar. I don't have any cedar right now, so I'm just going to use plain old pine chips. I like the cedar because it keeps a lot of bugs away. I don't use it on my chicks because it can poison the water, because they're always splashing stuff in the water, at least in the brooders. So I use it out here. Almost done. So you can see, I'm not sure how much time it's taken, but maybe 10 minutes, if that. So this one's not as bad as my silky coop. My silky coop, I got to stay hunched over in it. And that kind of gets my back because my spine's fused. All right, now that that's done, I got to go to the garage and grab something real quick. So, sorry I keep disappearing. So what I'm grabbing is a barn lime. It's really fine powder. I get it at the farm store. I don't buy the fancy brand. I just buy the straight up. It's a 50 or 60 pound bag, but it's like less than $10. Then I put a thick coat over where my water is because they like to knock one of my cups off. So I just sprinkle it all over. Helps with the flies, the moisture. And it's really done me good. A couple years ago, I had some respiratory issues going on. And there's too much moisture staying in the coop. And that was before I was using the chips too. So find some things to mitigate moisture. And it's changed everything. All right, well, past that for that. So I'll bring the camera back out here. So as I was saying earlier, on my my perch, I made sure there's a big enough gap on the bottom that I can scoop everything out through there. So now I'm going to grab my chips. And I probably put 1 inch, 2 inches all the way around. But cuts my cleaning time down and moisture, so I love it. Like I said, I just wish I had pine chip or cedar chips. Can't get down under there, so I just throw some down there. Chickens will scratch it around. All right. All right, so then I'll move everything back in. Except for the water, I got to get them some water. They knocked the cup off and all the water came out. All right, so I'll do the water in a second, but I'll come over here. I already cleaned the silky coop. I just got to put some chips down so you can see. Smaller opening, a little bit harder to get into. Now, same thing in here. And since the silkies, they don't really roost on anything, so I got this trundle over here. It was underneath my son's old bed, and he wanted to burn it, and I said, well, heck, I can make something out of it. So I made him the silkies a laying area in there. They love it in there. And on top. They get on top quite a bit. Hopefully, nice clean coop, I'll start getting some more eggs. My egg production's been way down. I mean, I did get rid of a lot of my birds. And silkies are definitely not great layers, and neither are Saramas. So I only got 5 Brahma hens outside laying right now. All right. Well, that was it for my video. I'm sweaty. It's nice and probably in the 70s here in Kansas. So that's how I clean out the coops. Like I said, with this the wood chips or pine chips, it makes it 10 times easier to clean up when you're not trying to dig poop out of the mud, or if you have mud, dig the mud up. So it makes everything a lot easier. So I appreciate it, guys. If you want to like and subscribe, Liberty Layers Hideout, I'd appreciate it. And man, one more week, Mid-America Meetup 2025. I can't wait. You guys were awesome at 10 Killer. Can't wait to see y'all again. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.